Good afternoon, everyone. We'll just wait for a few more seconds for everyone to come in this interactive info session that we have for you. But before we do so, there's going to be some general housekeeping items. Strongly encourage you to introduce yourself, what type of business you have, what industry, because like that, it's a good opportunity for networking opportunities. Give us some additional examples in today's info session. But at the same time, there's going to be a few links that my colleague Brian Van Hook will be providing in the chat. So it's a good way to save the links for the next steps, my contact information on how can I assist you with your business needs and goals for 26, and any additional tools for your toolbox for you to be successful as well. So let me introduce you to one of our great clients and great colleagues, Marley Q. She was a award recipient in 2025 of this exciting grant opportunity from Verizon Small Business Digital Ready. So we're gonna go and proceed right here. All right. So what is the Verizon Small Business Digital Ready platform? It is focused on the four key components of providing free online courses developed by small experts or small businesses for personalized learning, peer networking, special initiatives, and also the one-on-one consulting as well. This is a good opportunity to, these are short courses that you could start using right away to unlock additional benefits and implement some new strategies for your business needs as well. So what are some of the benefits from the platform? It is self-paced courses that you could definitely log in, participate as you're cooking, along with finance, digital marketing, taught by real experts, along with additional workshops that is Q&A sessions, live events, and also opportunities to know more about the $10,000 grant opportunity that is given out annually.
Oh, and Jesus, I would chime in too. I would say also for the platform, the cool thing is it's not just like kind of like on-demand courses, but like you mentioned, there's experts that they have periodically. There's grant recipients like Marley, or they have other like local kind of champions that'll be on there. So you'll hear also from experts and also with different like small businesses, so you can kind of hear like different perspectives.
Yep. Yep. And then just I want to present to you a one of the courses that the platform has, and this is one is that's used very good for every small businesses is how to improve your searchability online. And this definitely helps with your SEO analysis, your meta tags. But I just have a question. Is your business searchable online? And do you have the right keywords, descriptions to make it easy to find if there's like any typos or not? This is where some of our consultants can assist you with your digital presence. So brief description of the meta tags and the SEOs. It is are snippets of text that describe your website's content, and also the click-through rates. It's the crafted meta description act as your sales pitch. So it's easy, short, and sweet buzzwords to help you to become competitive in on the digital presence. So there's going to be three key components. One is the keywords, the meta title, and the meta description of what you're soliciting in your website. So these are some helpful tips that you could definitely start implementing today, but also with our team can help you with the execution. Is using relevant keywords in meta tags. Keep your meta descriptions clear and compelling, and focus on the natural language in the meta title. So the next few slides, we're going to go over some examples. So tip one, by using the relevant keywords in your meta tags, let's use one of our case studies, essential organic skincare. It is relevant words that reflect the content of your page. So think of it as your buzzwords or the keywords that they could use or you could use for your own website. So in this example, it is organic, skincare, natural beauty, eco-friendly. These are the buzzwords that will resonate based on who you are as a business owner. Number two, it's keeping the meta descriptions clear and compelling, just like the Goldilocks approach. If you put it too much, it oversaturates. If you put it too low, you're not going to be searchable. So you need to have a good sweet spot that provides a brief summary of the content, and it also includes a call to action to encourage everyone to engage with you as well. So in this case, it's local produce delivery service that partners with local farmers to deliver fresh fruits and veggies at peak ripeness. So that is short and sweet based on who you are. That's very compelling. While if you're very vague, like in this example, we offer lots of products and service. Check us out to learn more about and get started. You don't know what is it, if it's going to be a steakhouse versus a manufacturer of pens. You're not sure. And last but not least is focusing on the natural language in the meta title. It is using the keywords that are important. And same time, if you start stuffing the keywords, it could also harm your SEO. So this is what we talked about, the Goldilocks approach. So create a meta title for your business. And there's several examples on how to make it correcting and relevant examples as well. And then this is overall like a small snippet of one of the courses, but in doing so, there's also additional courses as well that it's not only digital marketing, but also funding, how to win customers, social media marketing, strategy, even general business operations. So this is a good opportunity as there's additional resources that could definitely help you with your business. And the majority of them are less than 35, 45 minutes. So it's a good, easy snippet for you to excel on that side. So before I allow Marley to talk about her experience, her business, get to know more about her experience with the Verizon digital small business digital ready platform and DSPC services. Brian, I think you had some comments that you would like to present.
I don't want to be between Marley because I know that she's our featured speaker, but I do want to mention for 2026, they are changing the model. So basically, as Marley would remember, they had kind of like a open period for like a couple of months or something, and then you'd be able to apply, and then they'd have kind of a deadline. So now they are going to do, it's great for you guys because they're going to have more regular grant opportunities. So they would have it either like on a monthly basis or like every 2 months. So it's going to be more regular grant opportunities coming through. I see the thumbs up from Marley. So definitely get onto the Digital Ready platform because you do need to complete a certain number of courses, and then it kind of unlocks being able to get it. And then there's some additional information you have to do sometimes, but I'll let Marley kind of talk about her experience for it. And we will put in the chat again the link to Digital Ready as well as some additional links as well. But I'll turn it over to Marley for her expert experience.
Sure thing. If I'm on, is it go time for me? Hello,
It's go
beautiful
time.
people. Good afternoon. My name is Marley Q. Casanova. I'm so happy that Brian and Jesus invited me to pause today and join in on this webinar. I know you do this frequently, and it's not always that you get a chance to be a part of something and actually hear from someone that's directly benefited from this process. So I want to thank you for your time and your attention, and to give you a bit of my story here. I am a two-time FIU alumni, and I was on a newsletter, and I received an email about this great event that was happening to kick off the Verizon Digital Ready platform. It was at the city of Doral in partnership with FIU, SBDC, and a couple other resources. And I attended. This event, and basically what you're watching here was delivered in person. And from that hour, 90-minute or so event, I took action. My friends, I actually went on the Digital Ready platform. I created a simple account, username, and password. You look at the amazing resources that are there, and wherever you're at in your business, you have to check out maybe 2 or 3 courses. They're small micro courses, professionally produced videos. If that matters to you, it matters to me. They're not, they're actual real professional courses. And it's a really simple application. Listen, I've been in business for a little over 15 years. I've been a part of a lot of grant applications and seeking funds to grow my business. And I'll tell you honestly, applying for the Verizon Digital Ready Small Business Grant Program was the easiest process ever. It was a Wednesday, 2024, and by January of 2025, I was a finalist and then I won and the funds were in my account. What I loved about the process, not only was it easy, was the actual resources were valuable to my business and applicable, like I can take action on them to grow and scale my business. And it was a simple process. Like the money hit my bank. And this is the best part. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. Right? You listening closely? They don't even restrict what you can use the money for. Right. So I applied and I had an idea for what I was going to use these funds for. They were, to increase my technology. I needed a new laptop. I needed a camera to do the virtual keynote speaking and facilitation and wellness at work experiences that I do. I needed to upgrade my technology. And then when the money came in, I'm like, you know what? I'm also going to use this grant to help me become a published author. So your grant dollars help me not just to kind of build the infrastructure in my business and increase the technology that I needed, but also kind of put into action a big goal that I've had for a very long time. So I am super excited to brag and announce that by quarter 3, I will have my book launch. And you all were a really big part of that. This grant was a really big part of giving me not just the funds, but the spark, right? The initiative to go ahead and do the hard thing and not have, the excuse that I don't have the money to invest in this because I did. So no matter what kind of business you are running or building right now, I saw so many great businesses in the chat. Keep them coming, keep introducing yourself, mental health and wellness, which is kind of, my space, wellness or workplace wellness and culture building, professional painting, pest control, pediatric therapy, architectural design, mosquito repellent stickers. I mean, I'm in Florida. We're in Florida. We need this stuff, right? So get creative. This is a really great resource to invest a little bit of time in. I know we're all busy. We're running businesses. If you're, a parent as well, we've got a lot on our plate, but this resource is really valuable and can help your business grow how it has for me. Not just with the online presence and the visibility, but in real practical ways that's going to help my business grow. I am open for questions. I really don't want this to be, just me here bragging, but if you have any specific questions, I'm so happy to address them.
Yeah, and
Yeah. So
put them in the chat, guys. If you have any tough questions, please give them to Jesus. Keep him on his toes. Give Marley the easy questions for it. So I'm looking in the chat if you guys have any questions.
yeah, so before I see some questions, just to give you a heads up, to everyone, I'm in the chat. I put my email address so that I'll be able to connect you with the next steps, on how I can be of assistance for your business needs, and additional resources. So have me as a tool for your toolbox, so that I'm here at your disposal. Okay.
I'm happy to drop my LinkedIn in the chat as well if you guys would like to connect with me. I know sometimes we're shy in these spaces to kind of ask our questions, but I can absolutely assure you that if you have a question, somebody else does too, and they can benefit from that. So please
Yep.
don't be shy. We're here for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm seeing,
So
I can help Jesus.
okay, thank you.
You're the star. I'll be behind the scenes. The first question is from Marilyn. Could you advise when the grant selection starts? So I know that there currently is kind of a grant opening right now. So it is in your best interest to get on the platform and kind of start completing those courses, like Marley said. So then it'll kind of unlock when the grant opportunity comes up. Um, and you'll get emails and you'll get different things about it. They're really good about sending emails. Like Marley, you want to talk about your experience? Um,
Yes, yes. If you just sign up to the email list and actually provide a good email that you check, um, attend these webinars. Invite your business partner or your colleagues. This is a way to not just help yourself but help each other out and grow our small business community. So I love the emphasis on community building and supporting each other.
Yeah, and I did say they were asking was from Andrew, was there an investment needed? As Marley said, there's no investment. You need to invest your time, so you need to like register on the platform. You need to have a business. They do want to see a business that's already open, and they want you on the platform, and then you need to complete the courses. But that's pretty much the only investment you need is like in your time. And staying on top of it, making sure you're doing the certain courses. Alex had a question about non-permanent residents. can apply for the grant. I think the main requirement is related to the business status. So I haven't seen anything about non-permanent residents in that respect. Let's see.
AJ asked, how do you track your progress? The platform is super user friendly. Listen, I am not a techie person at all. You create your username and password, you get an account, you pick which courses are relevant to you and your stage of business right now. And in your account, it tracks, whether you've completed a course, whether you're still in progress in a course. And once I think you complete like 2 or 3, right now I forget
Yeah.
the quantity. That's it. You're eligible and you can apply.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the courses usually take like 35 to 45 minutes.
Simple people,
It's
simple,
less than an hour because it's
simple
actually
people.
a bite, like bite size. So you could definitely implement it within the hour.
And I see that there was a question about how the new businesses can position themselves competitively for grants. You got to hustle. You got to hustle. Basically, there are a lot of opportunities. There's fewer grants nowadays than there used to be. This Verizon one is one. There's some other programs that you can go through and get grant opportunities. We would also encourage you if you're in Miami-Dade County. You'll get all of our information from SBDC. We do post when there's periodic grant opportunities usually from like local government, like different community redevelopment agencies, business improvement districts. They do have opportunities available from time to time. So we definitely send it out to like our lists. And I know other groups like us in Miami also do the same thing. And we all kind of keep track of that. So sometimes somebody knows about a grant opportunity and they'll send it to us and we send it to our clients and vice versa. It's a really good ecosystem in that respect. But Marley or Jesus, anything on you guys end in terms of a new business kind of positioning themselves competitively for grants and financing?
Yeah, just shoot me an email, because no two businesses, no two industries are the same. So definitely I'll be more than happy to assist you with some of the grants that are out there in the community, from the county or from your local municipality as well. So like that, I'll be able to give you the respective information.
I want to jump in and just thank Nicole Cabrera here in the chat for your message and your kindness there.
Mhm.
I think that one of the biggest that business owners have, small business owners have in the early stages, or even, if you've been in business for over a decade like I have, is sometimes feeling like you're in this alone. And you go to these webinars and there's all these resources, but it feels like a lot of extra things to do and more on our plate that's already full. Does anyone feel that way? If you do, like put it in the chat and be like, yeah, that's me. That's me. I feel that way. I've got way too much on our plate. And I want to encourage you today that the same way that you business, your clients, your team members, that phone call, even marketers that just call you. Sometimes you're the kind person that actually picks up the phone and spends a couple minutes with them instead of hanging up. You deserve that kind of time to work on your business instead of in your business all the time. So this is one of the only, honestly, in my experience, of a process where these people are here actually to support you. Brian and Jesus, like they're actually here to help us out. They're not trying to sell us anything. They're trying to sell us on yourself and actually investing a little bit of time into not just working in your business, but working on your business. And I was honestly very surprised how easy it was to go through this process and actually be a grant recipient and be awarded. All it took was showing up like you have today. So good job because you're here getting the information. You're going to click the link to go to the Verizon Digital Ready platform. You're going to create a username and a password. You're going to search the resources that are there, complete 2 courses. Then there's going to be a link to apply for the thing. Okay, we have ChatGPT now, people. You can, use AI to help you in crafting, answers and helping you with the application. But again, it is very simple to do. It's really a matter of just prioritizing that little bit of time to kind of step away from the day-to-day operations, not seeing this as something extra on your plate and seeing it as a way to strengthen your plate. It's worth the effort, it's worth the time, and we're here to support you. I put my LinkedIn in the chat. I'll put it again. My name is Marley Q. I'm pretty much found on all the platforms, easily reachable, marleyq.com. And I'd love to support you if you have any questions after this.
Hmm. And I see that JL posted that there is some open grant opportunities with MDEET and also with Miami Beach, like the mom and pop grant. So there are some other opportunities available locally. I would mention we are going to be doing our kind of usual small business grants and financing webinar that we do, where we kind of run through all the different types of opportunities that are out there. Um, so we will be scheduling that. So kind of stay tuned on that. Probably closer to the summer, is usually when we do it. But it goes over like small business grants. It goes over like local grants. It goes over SBA loans. It goes over commercial loans, like venture capital, and kind of just how you can do it. Because at the end of the day, for your business, you're gonna have different ways to fund your business. Like Marley said, she was bootstrapping. She did get this grant opportunity. So there's a couple of ways that you can, kind of approach it, depending on your industry, depending on your product or service. Um, and I'm kind of looking through the chat, guys. They did say,
I have a question here from Rachel. Thank you. Rachel is asking, Marley, what do you think was unique about your application or your responses that you got awarded or selected? I'm so glad you asked, Rachel. Let me tell you and everyone else watching, I am not special. I didn't do anything particularly, unique. What I did do was take a good look at my business and the $10,000 grant opportunity and say, what would make the biggest difference? What would move the needle the most in my business right now, applying this money? And what would make the biggest impact to the community? Perhaps asking yourself, like, what problem can these funds solve, not just for your business, but it allows you to solve for other people. So I think what might have, set my application apart was I was focused on our current level of chronic stress, worry, anxiety, and burnout. And I wanted to offer more wellness at work experiences. Many of you have chimed in saying, oh, I missed the webinar or I was late to it because I'm at work. And what my proposal was to use these funds to elevate wellness at work, because we're all struggling or on this path to burnout if we don't embed different micro habits into the way that we're working. So I think that what may have made my application stand out was a very relevant and timely problem that I was seeking to solve and use this money to help me address a problem. I hope that helps.
mhm. Yeah, and I see we have a couple of questions in the Q&A. One of them, Jesus, was about tips for grant writing, recommending we do have some information if you are looking for particular grant writing resources and things like that. That's something that we can send to you. So I would encourage you email Jesus on that particular question. I did see we already answered one of the questions. In terms of the frequency of the grants, Edward, you asked, as we mentioned last year, they were more like a quarterly basis, so they would do one every like kind of 3 to 4 months. They are doing a more regular, like kind of once a month, every 2 months, to start the year. So it's one of those things like just playing the lottery. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket. So you got to get on the platform and kind of sign up and then go through some of the courses, and then you will get some updates in terms of how many courses you have to complete within a certain amount of time for that. And I don't think Marley and Jesus, there's no particular types of companies that they give grants to. It's pretty open-ended. It's pretty much just getting on, taking the courses, and then also, like Marley said, putting like a compelling thing. Sometimes you have to do a video, you have to do like a write-up. So there's different things that you need to do in terms of what the particular like grant opportunity is looking for on there. But definitely get on there. They have really easy walkthroughs and things like that. To do it. And thanks to Caleb, he just mentioned he just got on and created an account.
Great.
So we're already seeing some
Taking
folks.
action. I love it. Thank you
Yeah.
for those of you who tried clicking on my LinkedIn link, by the way. I put it in wrong because, of course, I was talking and typing and trying to put it in. So I just put the correct one in the chat now. Sorry about that.
They're on top of it though. They were like, we
I
can't,
love
it's
it.
not seeing it. So there you
Thank
go.
you. Appreciate it. It made me check and correct it.
No, I love it. My inbox has been blowing up. I love it.
That's
Keep
great.
on
Action
sending. Keep
takers.
on
I love
sending.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like that is the personalized approach, but also the next steps from after today's conversation. I put in the link, the request for consultation, so that we're able to guide you with the next steps. So like that, it's gonna be very helpful. But then at the same time, we're starting as strangers, we're gonna leave as family. I know that some of you in the chat, I have spoken to you many times throughout the years. So like, yeah, we're family, but definitely any way that we can do to provide of assistance, we're a phone call and email event away on that approach.
I want to say thank you to Vicky Lopez, already asking me for the name of my book. Oh, love you, girl. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to release it yet. We are working on that. But if you stay connected with me on LinkedIn or via my website, any of the ways, you will be one of the first to know when it launches. Thank you.
And shout out to Vicky. We're happy to see her on. And then I know we have one last question right before we're wrapping up. What specific digital ready courses have helped in the past, or what best approach to make the application stand out? I would mention at least the feedback from our clients, and I'll turn it to Marley for her experience. But a lot of really good marketing ones on there in terms of like digital marketing, websites. Also, they have some good ones on financing that are good ones as well, based on some of the feedback from our clients. But Marley, any that you thought were good?
Yes. So I was struggling with like credit, building some credit for my business. And I remember taking a really great short, kind of a masterclass, little micro course on building your business credit. I found value in that. There was also another course that was about like elevating your brand. Right. And
Mhm.
Jesus talked about it here in this webinar about, kind of thinking about, are you searchable? People, I had been in business for over a decade, like I mentioned, and I didn't even have a business, like a Google business page. Okay. I didn't even I started that here in this process. Now you can, see I have some Google reviews and bringing a little bit more visibility just organically through search traffic isn't something that I had done previously. So there was a course on that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like if you're struggling with any, business acumen, just shoot me an email because we have a library of resources, introductions, partners. So like I said, we're here to help you at no cost. So it's a good opportunity, how can I help you with your business? That's my small ask.
It's my favorite question ever. Someone's actually asking you like,
Yeah,
hey, how can I help you? But it's up to
exactly.
you to, open the door, to show up, to take the action, to take the hand that's being offered to help.
Yeah. So I know as we close out, we just want to thank Marley for her time today. We want to thank you guys for your time. As we say from our center, if you're doing something, you're not doing something else. So thanks for giving us 30 minutes of your time to discuss these opportunities. We will be sending you a copy of the presentation, also the link. And I guess any kind of last words, closing words, Jesus or Marley, words of wisdom.
Take
I'll be,
action.
go ahead. Yeah.
Take action. Go get it. We're making you digital ready to take action and have 2026 be the year that you move the needle in your business so that you can impact more people and create, the world that we all wish to live in. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll be speaking to everyone individually very soon with emails.
All right. Well, take care, guys. Have a good rest of your week. Thanks, Marley. We
Bye,
love you.
All right.
folks. You're
All
welcome.
right. Take care.
Bye.